Bothers me. Does this work at least? No. Hello? Mm-hmm. Bum, 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 bum.
One day you will see. One day you will see a real horse. Not on this planet, which is just rock and sand. But there are other planets which are beautiful. One day I hope to fly you there.
Credits tell him that you need that. Air credits tell him that you need that.
What my name is, scholar out in Cambridge, retweeting favorite out the anus. My fans keep.
Well, whoa, hold on. Too much sound. Let's come back. Okay, that's a little better. Is my gain up or something? Yeah, a little bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Streamplace Now, which I might now be calling Streamplace Live from the Cloud. I don't know. It's true. I'm not really broadcasting from the Streamplace headquarters. I'm broadcasting up to a server up in the cloud, which is broadcasting itself to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever else I decide to send this stream. So that's exciting. Last time we put together this little thing, which turned into a really nice little, this thing, boom. Really nice little countdown timer. Which is not showing up on the screen right now. For some reason. Oh, don't want to move that one. Anyway. Let's move the chat text back down here. Maybe up there. I don't know. So, some changes. I'm standing up now. I don't know why. I had the crappy desk in the stream studio here, but now we moved it. Now we've got the nice standing desk here. I've got the stream computer over to my left, and all synergied up so I can just move my mouse over there. We can avoid the situation last time where I broadcast my GitHub password live on stream. That was not good. I was not pleased. The camera's a little different. I was working with the Logitech camera that was just nothing. I had to reset the settings every time before I streamed. It was a huge pain, and it's boring old iMac camera now, and it looks great without having to change settings every time. So that's excellent. It's in front of me now instead of to the side. Very important update. What are we doing today? So, I'm in a weird spot with Streamplace work right now. To get Streamplace, to get the Streamplace dev environment working until recently, what I was doing was this. Yes, run start sh here. So there were a few different parts to it. There's this tool that I wrote with the help of some coworkers back in the day called Wheelhouse that took care of compiling. Streamplace is a bunch of JavaScript packages, a bunch of Node.js packages that all get bundled up into Docker containers and Helm charts and go up to the cloud. And that works great in the cloud. It doesn't work that great locally. I had this thing, github.com, Streamplace, Kube for Mac. So this was something I wrote. I got a couple other folks helping me out. They got it up to 1.7.3, but it was getting Kubernetes running on Docker for Mac. Because I had much better results with things like file watching using Docker for Mac rather than something like Minikube. And Docker. So Docker has recently announced basically first-party support for exactly what we did there. So I'm excited about that, and I'm signed up for the beta and everything because hopefully that'll be useful. But it's not out yet, and I don't really want to do a lot of work. Speaking from experience, it was an immense amount of work getting a Kubernetes cluster locally with the attributes that we needed, with things like file watching working properly, and what else? A few other ports being forwarded in the way. There were just a big pile of roadblocks, and I'm not looking to do that all again. So I'm really not working on the... I'm in a weird spot right now where I'm not... There's a lot of Streamplace work to do, but I'm not working on the core stuff. I'm working on a bunch of ancillary other projects. And I'm kind of sick of waiting. I don't know. I know this wasn't announced that long ago. I remember talking about it on stream a few weeks ago, but I'm impatient. And I want to get back to... There's bugs in Streamplace I want to fix. Right now, every time I go live, I have to... And I had to run upstairs and grab my laptop because of how I have it set up right now. I have to reboot the RTMP server because something's broken about the way it's generating its own local access tokens. So for me to be able to stream up, it's just broken right now. And I want to be able to fix the big low-hanging bugs like that, but I don't have a coherent development environment set up. So I want to get that figured out. And that brings us to draft. So, once upon a time, I working on Streamplace for a long time, posting about Streamplace for a long time. Somebody at a company called Deus, I met with them, and we were talking about pain points working with Kubernetes right now. Things that made it tricky. And one of the things we talked about was something a terminology they gave to me, which I think is apt, called laptop development, basically. I'm working on Kubernetes on just one computer in front of me. Kubernetes, really great up in the cloud, really great, all really stable, all this really good stuff. But you know, going from a blank piece of paper to a big old Kubernetes project is not something we have the best tools for right now. So, and then a few months later, that company Deus found itself acquired by Microsoft, specifically the Azure Cloud Services wing of Microsoft. And then, lo and behold, they released a tool for doing exactly what I'm describing, called Draft, which uses Helm internally to do ostensibly Kubernetes development. Now, I've tried to get this started a couple times. I just haven't had the time to really dig into it, but I think it could potentially be a tool for helping us out with some Kubernetes, rebooting proper Streamplace Kubernetes development, basically. So let's watch a little screencast here. What do we got? Detected the primary language go with 100.0000000% certainty. Okay. Sure. See, this is part of what I'm not... part of what it does here is it seems like it auto-generates Docker files, which is cool. And I will absolutely give this to people without a ton of Docker experience, and say, hey, this will take care of the difficult stuff for you. We've already got Docker files. We've got pretty well battle-tested Docker files at this point. Draft connect and draft up started. Okay. Hello world, I'm Draft. Okay. I'm kind of into this. Yeah? So it looks like every time you make a change, you run draft up, and it builds the Docker image and pushes it somewhere. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. It's a different port now? Is it just going to keep doing the same thing over and over? All right, I mean, that's kind of neat. I like this ASCII sync. This seems like something that should be a Streamplace input. You can just send, like, stream your terminal as a video stream to the cloud. I don't know. That sounds fun. Okay, so yesterday, so sure, let's play around with it. I'm going to play around with it in just a local node. So what's a really simple service? I know. Let's there's one I've been meaning. This will be a good project. There's one I've been meaning to bring back from Streamplace Graveyard for a little bit, which is the time sync. One of the things that various Streamplace clients are going to need is, I think I called it SK. Yeah. So this is back in the Stream Kitchen days. What did I say in the README here? Little clock. Yeah. Okay. This is perfect. So this is a nearly dependency-free microservice. All it is a clock in the cloud. You can connect to it with WebSockets. It will do its best to sync the time between everybody so we can, with as much precision as possible, various Streamplace clients can agree about what time it is currently. This is very useful for running broadcasts collaboratively. So if I click, okay, I want to at exactly, why is Keybase continuing to pop up here? That's sketchy. That's super sketchy. Why is that happening? All right. Not worry about it, I guess. Anyway. Yeah. So let's see if I can boot this thing up locally first. What's in the make file here? Yeah, this is back when I was using make files to build everything, which was fine. npm run script to build. Okay. Couldn't find preset. Okay, so let's do a few things. Let's bring this into the main Streamplace repository. Let's get it running, make sure it works, make sure its Docker file works, and then let's try deploying it. Let's try going through the draft workflow for getting it Kubernetes-ified, basically. Seems good. Cool. So let's just move it in to start with. Real path, SK time, this thing right here. SP time. Garrett, well, let's keep the make file there for a second. Now I've got draft, right? All right, so let's get a local Kubernetes cluster. Minikube status. Oh yeah. So as part of the upcoming Kubernetes integration, kubectl. Yeah. Docker now overwrites kubectl every time I reboot my computer or log in and log out or something. If I do, let's see, ls user local bin kubectl. Look at this. It symlinks this every time to library, group containers, group com docker bin. But this doesn't exist. It just Docker is like, no, I'm in charge of kubectl now. It's annoying. Anyway, so let's just... I gotta do this every time I boot up my computer now. Thanks, Docker. Alright, remove that. Brew, reinstall Kubernetes CLI. What? What? Brew. I don't think this works. Let's try my old. Yeah, sure. Yeah, npm install. That didn't work. Oh, I didn't do dash G. There we go. Cool. Minikube status. Minikube start. There's a few. The default Minikube is pretty small. I think I want, yeah, 2 CPUs. It says here memory. It's not that much RAM. All right. Minikube start. CPUs, 4 memory, 4096, 4 gigs of RAM. Sure. Cameo appearance of... So this is not a very good mug to appear on a green screen. It's a Grinch. It's a Christmassy, on-brand Christmassy Grinch mug that is invisible on stream. Uh-oh. Error. Enable invalid server address, invalid arg. I wonder if this... I installed VirtualBox on a different account. I wonder if... Here, let's nuke this Minikube. How about Minikube destroy? Minikube delete. Machine deleted. Error deleting. Alright, well it's gone. Alright, let's try this again. I'm confident this is gonna get really easy. There's a lot of very smart people working very hard to get local Kubernetes development super duper simple. It has not, in my experience, been easy, which is not to fault anyone doing a lot of really incredible work to make it better. That's just it's pretty new technology still. Makes me encouraged from the perspective of working on Streamplace though, because if it's hard for me to do right now, it's hard for everybody to do right now, realistically. There we go. Okay. I've always been... There's got to be a way to get it better. How do I look at this preview window? It's just tiny here. Let's just... Here we go. There it is. This is the VM. This looks like a Lemmings level. Good content. Can't imagine why live stream programming hasn't 100% caught on yet. Waiting for VMs to start. This one I can dunk on too. I feel badly hating on all the people that I respect the hell out of a lot of people in the Kubernetes community that are working really hard to make this good. VirtualBox is Oracle. Fuck Oracle. That one I don't mind. Why isn't just VirtualBox way faster, Oracle? You're terrible. What do we got? Docker. Okay. 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 Get pods. Cool. We have a Kubernetes cluster. Get pods, all namespaces. We got a storage provisioner. I don't know what that is. I've not used that. That's cool. Dashboard is installed. kubedns, kube add-on manager. All the things you would want in a local Kubernetes cluster. Okay, great. Draft. I guess let's get this thing working first. npm install, or first things first, let's modernize this a little bit. Presets, never, who's Stream Kitchen, never heard of it. A little too big there. Streamplace. And let's clean up the package.json here. Table presets, Stream Kitchen goes away. Author, Streamplace, 023. I'm not going to rename the... Actually, yeah, I am. Rename sktime.js to sptime.js. SP time. Okay. Oh yeah, this is when I use Babel Watch for everything. Whatever. This is old, but maybe I don't care right now. Save dev. Babel Watch. Babel preset. Streamplace. So this is all permission denied. Oh, because I did a sudo command. Yeah, I messed everything up. Sudo rnrf node modules. Okay. npm install. What I'm doing right now, this is pretty old code from when we were using a pretty different build chain. Not pretty different, a different build chain we used. Everything was named to Stream Kitchen, and I used make files to build everything and stuff. So I'm just trying to get that figured out a little bit. Okay, and then this other command, Babel Watch, Babel preset, Streamplace. Okay, npm run build. Seems promising. So I don't remember. What is this? This is. Okay, so this is app.use just express static. Interesting. I don't remember how this worked. Is there just like a... Okay. Dev. How do we all feel about that? Cannot find module SK client. Okay, so this thing actually talked to the API server. That's going to make this a little harder to do. Why did it talk to the API server? What did it do with the API server? SK. Oh. Huh. It found all the inputs, socket.input, on connection. Oh, this did more than I thought, actually. Let's see. So I had this time sync dependency. I thought I wrote my own version of this. Huh. On time sync, reply now. Old code. Time sync server. I could have sworn I wrote my own version of this. I'm nearly positive that I did. Huh. Turns out this isn't very good code. What's in the static here? Server time sync create. Yeah, okay. Let's take out all of the... This all seems fine. Server / time sync. Okay, and then... So this is like that time sync library. But then I also did something with inputs here? What's that all about? This is a lot of my life, having been working on a project for so long, is look back at some code I have. When did I even write this? A year and a half ago. I have no idea what I was doing here. I gotta zoom out a little. Most of this just seems like it's... What happens if I just host this? This looks like it's just authentication. Next sync. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna... Just not this. Not this. Not any of this. No SK client. Everything gone. Seems better. Sure. Let's try that. SK time listening on 9090. All right. Yeah, there we go. So this is everything. We're back to countdown timers. This is the first one of these I made. I like this one for getting huge. I got a script that automatically resizes everything to be the size of the page. So this is what time it is, and it's let's see if the syncing parts are working properly here. Yeah, look at that. It automatically look at it. That's beautiful. Okay, love it. So this was what I used. This was really early in Streamplace's development when I wanted to. I just needed to. I was testing the stream syncing functionality, different video streams coming in, and could I adjust them to sync up with each other? So this is what this is like the first thing I made was this giant clock that just as accurately as possible tells you what time it is, including milliseconds and stuff. And then I would put this in a video stream coming from a computer and a video stream coming from a phone, and then take a look at both the video streams and see if I could adjust them, and it worked. I mean, that part of Streamplace is really solid. It's only one, you know, that's not a product unto itself, but this is what I used to get automatic stream syncing working, which was great. Yeah, no, I mean, it's how I wrote MPEG Munger and some of the more important Streamplace code. I got clock nostalgia, I guess is what I'm saying. Cool. So that rules. Let's go back to draft. See, what I'm curious here is about the interaction between, I don't know. Let's, I mean, what is this? What's in this Docker file anyway? Probably a bunch of, yeah, this is all out of date anyway. So let's get rid of the Docker file. Let's get rid of the make file. And let's just see what draft does when I throw it at this. Draft create. Primary language as JSON with 94.311928% certainty. Well, I'm afraid this is the 5% case. Primary language is JSON. No, not true. Draft create help. The name of the Helm release. Draft create pack. Can I list packs? Draft pack repo list. Fair enough. Draft pack repo update. Draft pack. Might have to go to some documentation here. Oh, draft init maybe. Let's looks like I used this on a different account. I'm just gonna blow this thing away. User local etc draft here. Brew remove uninstall brew list draft brew remove draft. Interesting. I think something's breaking Homebrew's assumption that it's got. I'm just gonna blow this away and see what happens. Usually, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Draft init. That looks better. Oh no. Failed writing body. Failed to create the file. Temp draft pack repo permission denied. What? Does this exist? Do I not have permission on temp? Sure does, and it's on my other user account. Alright. can not update. Downloading the draft pack. Cannot update time. Cannot unlink. So this is all definitely permission problems. Do like a draft reset or something. Let's get some. How about some verbose output? I'm sure it's just that. I'm sure it's just that this directory has the wrong set of permissions. I don't know where to find that directory, unfortunately. It's already deleted. User local Etsy draft. Anything in there now? Yeah, I own all of it now. What other directories do we think it maybe takes up? The pack stuff, ls, user local, opt, draft. Aha! Oh yeah, this is related to... Sure. Okay. Can you just not share Homebrew between two user accounts? Am I just doing that completely wrong? Sure. I'm fine with this. Yeah, I didn't like the VirtualBox stuff there, but that's probably okay. Minikube, Ngrok, any of the like third party. Whoa. Okay. Okay, brewperms.sh. Why not? Seems good. AzureDraft.blob.core.windows.net. I love all the different URLs that Microsoft uses. The file hosting service is on a windows.net domain, apparently. Okay. Sure. Oh. Eh. Where's this file? Where's Darwin AMD 64? Minikube? It's not here. Where else could it be? Yeah, this is a little obnoxious. I think it's just, what I should do is just, let's just see if there's, this looks like a good Googleable error. Can't update time for AMD 64. Anybody run into that? 0. Google results. Draft. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. For support, go to GitHub.com, add your draft pack repo. Alright. Sure. Okay, so it's a draft plugin. So I got to figure out where draft keeps its plugins. Draft plugin, help. Draft plugin, draft namespace, drafty, draft home. Draft, yeah, that thing. Draft plugin list. Draft plugin remove pack repo. It worked. Uh-huh. Cannot unlink. Okay, so it seems like it would be in that draft home directory, right? User local Etsy draft. Looks like I own everything in there, but just in case. Eh? Oh, okay, here's a bunch of draft stuff. I found you. You're in temp. Okay. 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 All right. Draft init. Installed plugin. Draft home. Could not find tiller. Oh, I gotta get Helm. How we doing, Helm? 272? That sounds like an awfully recent version of Helm. Let's just use that. Helm init. Okay. And container creating. And it's running. Not ready yet though. And it's running. Okay, cool. Helm init. No, I did that. That's what I just did. Draft init. Draft detected. You're using Minikube as your cloud provider. Awesome. Is it okay to use the registry add-on? Sure. If not, yeah, that's totally cool. Draft has been installed into your Kubernetes cluster. This is all excellent news. Draft D. Right next to tiller. Well, not alphabetically, but you know what I mean. Okay. That's draft init. Draft help. Draft create. Okay. Draft pack. What was help? Draft pack repo update. Should I just look at the... See, I don't even think I need this part is the thing, because I'll write my own Docker file, but, you know, whatever. Scripts. Where do I... It's incredibly opinionated on how to... Okay. Okay. Draft, create. Primary language is JSON. Okay. Draft, create, P, node. Cannot load. Oh, okay. There's no directory. Okay, so they're all in this directory. Neat. Okay. ls. Yeah. Packs, github.com, Azure, draft, packs, C#, Go, Gradle, Java, JavaScript, PHP, Python, Ruby, Swift. JavaScript it is. My keyboard stopped working. This is incredibly bad news. Yeah, my keyboard stopped working entirely. Do you see? This is what happens when I try and do any of this kind of development. I fix all the problems and then my keyboard stops working. Okay, hold on. Still no. What is happening here? All right, there we go. There we go. JavaScript. Okay, but yeah, so all of that, right? So the name of the pack is, it needs the whole directory from packs. So github.com, Azure, draft, packs, JavaScript. Ready to sail. Get out of here, brewperms.sh. Whoa. Draft.toml. Look at all this stuff we got. I should have committed first, so I'd known what is new. Cool. Okay. Sure. Draft.toml. It's like a YAML, but Tom. Charts. I got a chart. Let's just, here. Can I, what? Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do the thing I just said. Let's commit and then, so get rid of everything that just showed up. RM Dockerfile, Dockerfile charts, draft.toml. That should be it. All right, so draft ignore. Draft ignore. Draft ignore separate from Helm ignore? Oh man. Okay, this sounds good though. Resurrect. Let's get the branch first. What the hell is this thing? No. Okay. Sure. Bring SP time back from the dead. I say this because I don't know how to spell the word resurrect. Or R-E-S-S-U-R and then a bunch of other R's in there. No. 3. Yeah, I know. Fine. Let's go. Done. Great. Okay, so now we have a commit here, and we can see exactly what changes draft is going to make. Draft, create that thing I said. Ready to sail, just like that. Okay, so we got a draft ignore, we got a Docker file, we got draft. Wait, what? Charts is in git ignore? Did I commit charts? Whoa. Why is charts in git ignore? Oh, I think. Okay. This is maybe a slightly embarrassing git ignore file. Okay, that's interesting. Because I was handling their local, because I was just getting everything from requirements.yaml and not committing the charts directory. Yeah. Well, draft's up here problematizing my assumptions. I'm just gonna get rid of that for a sec. We'll worry about what that implies in a minute. Cool. So here's all the changes we got. Draft ignore, Docker file, charts. All right, so what did it make? I am curious. Packages, SP time, charts, JavaScript, which is an interesting subdirectory. This is a Helm chart. This is like a very default Helm chart named JavaScript. And this looks like the straight up output from. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, this is new. This is not just this thing you get from Helm create. We've got some labels: draft, default, draft app, values draft. Okay. We've got an ingress, if values ingress enabled, service. Okay, I'm curious that this is all a chart. That this is all a subchart. How does that work? Whatever. What's the Docker file have? Node 8 on build. Port 8080. It's a little odd. Why would you not just... It's in a Docker file. Why would you not just make it on 80? And then draft.toml. Okay, well... What's in draft ignore? Swap temp get. Okay. Sure. Draft up. Wait, what? Wait, what? Minikube. I didn't even change tabs or anything. What happened to my Minikube? I might have broken it in the process of. I'll bet I broke it in the process of trying to get draft working. Minikube delete. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna Minikube up again. I guess it wasn't this, or Minikube create. Start, yes. Okay. I don't know what I don't know how I nuked the Minikube somehow. Error kube config set. Kube config does not have a record of the machine cluster. So the Minikube start, and then do helm in it, and then do draft in it, and we should be back. I'm curious if, yeah. So thus far, okay. Cube get pods all namespaces. No resources found. Wait, what? Okay, here we go. Age invalid. It's immortal. Now a minute. Waiting for tiller. It's little I don't need all namespaces. So that's just gonna tell me what Kubernetes is getting right now. Okay, draft in it. Yeah. Draft has been installed. Okay. I already did draft create. Draft up. Yeah, cannot find it ready. Can I like get these columns to line up nice if I... Yeah, that's pretty nice looking. Okay, there's the draft pod running. Draft up. So this is where the magic would be. The other draft stuff is cool so far, but I already had written all of my own Docker files and Helm charts and everything, so I'm not, like, you know, that's not a huge win for me. But this draft up thing is really interesting, and I might need to work to... building Docker image. Fail. X. 1 point. Okay. What does this Docker file do? How? Wait. This Docker file doesn't have any files in it. It's from Node 8. Draft up help. Adding the watch option. Okay, archives the current directory into a tar archive and uploads it to the draft server. So that makes it sound like to me, here, let's try draft up debug. That makes it sound like the building isn't even happening here, which I guess makes sense. Okay, wow. So I don't even need Docker locally, if I'm understanding what's happening here correctly. That's interesting. That I am interested in that. I would like logs. Draft. This draft logs. Yeah. Build image error. invalid reference format. Repository name must be lowercase. What? Is it not like... Is it not like a hyphen? That, I find that unlikely, but whatever. Repository name must be lowercase. Oh, yeah. Draft. Repository name must be lowercase. Let's run. That looks like it's watching by default, so that's kind of neat. Let's do that. Yeah. You're gonna, down here, gonna watch all the pods. Cool. And you up here, just draft logs. Cool. So now when I do draft up, Googling the error. Invalid reference format. Repository name must be lowercase. I don't... Looks like you're using Docker 1704C. As the README mentions, Docker 1705 is newer. I'm using... I don't think this is my problem. What things aren't lowercase anywhere? This is really throwing me off. SP time is lowercase. This wasn't the problem. Namespace default. Repository name. This is like the name of the built. From node 8 on build. Let's look through these charts for something that's not lowercase. Oddly, there's no values.yaml any. Well, there isn't there, I guess. Why is it executable? Wait. Name node. It's a bad name for a service, but whatever. Deployment. Can I find out where this invalid reference format repository name must be lowercase? Do I have an uppercase letter in my working directory? Yes, /users at the start. I have a hard time believing that's the problem. Build app, build, I'm doing this whole error. Anybody else run into exactly this? Hey, a draft issue. Docker register URL were accidentally added. So this sounds like a... Oh, wasn't there a add-on? Hang on, let's do the draft getting started guide here. There was reads configuration, compresses the chart directory and the application directory as two separate tarballs, uploads them to Draft D, builds the Docker image, instructs Helm to install the chart. Installation guide. I think there was a step I missed here. Minikube add-ons enable registry. Okay. Maybe registry was successfully enabled. Anybody gonna... Aha, okay. So now there's a okay, so that is not a very good error message if this was actually the problem, but okay. I actually am really interested in this draft up thing. I am, like, this does sound like something that could, none of the other parts, nothing else was terribly useful to me, but something that's just like, yeah, you take a directory with a Docker file and a Helm chart in it, and it puts it there in development. Repository name must be lowercase. Okay, draft init. Yes. Okay. Just rebooted Draft D, basically. Now that there actually is a registry in this cluster. Terminating. Draft up. And this thing again. And hey, okay. I still don't understand how this Docker file is going to work because I didn't tell it to add the source code at any point, but whatever. Yeah, so if I get this working, this means I can do development on computers and also develop, like, remote development really easily. That's very exciting. Oh, look at that. Copy packet. Oh, this is what Node 8 on build or whatever does. Okay. Love NodeMon? Very interesting. I'm gonna, all right, so let's respond here. Where was that? Yeah, here. Cluster for which I had not yet run Non-existent. Cool. Okay. Wow. Neat. So it ran 2 of them. SP time, JavaScript, and they came out with errors, and I'm pretty okay with that. So, okay. So, this is interesting. Something that I'm pretty sure this tooling doesn't account for yet is Streamplace is big. Streamplace has lots of hierarchical Docker containers. Like, I want all of the node applications to be running a version of a node container that is built from elsewhere in the repo. So I don't think Draft's going to be a replacement for my existing tooling, but I might totally throw out all of the existing local Kubernetes stuff and run everything with Draft instead. And that sounds like something I probably could do. And that's very exciting. Like, if this just works. Yeah, let's see what they'll... I'm sure it's just like, hey, I don't have... Yeah, okay. So, what does... I mean, I can just, here, throw out everything so far. From node 8, sure. Add. I usually put everything in /app. Port 8080 is fine. App package.json npm install add dist app dist, and I will do a start. Well, actually, I think my convention so far has been for, I don't know, I kind of like this start. Okay. If this even comes close to working, I'm pretty excited. Especially if the watch mode works. Oh my goodness, that's when we know it's on. Okay, yeah, there's my Docker file. It's doing all the things I asked it to. Running npm install. Successfully tagged, pushed to its local registry, and then it's going to deploy the Helm chart. Holy crap, that's really cool. Oh, wow. I was ready to be disappointed. I was ready to be like, draft, it's targeted at... like with the auto Docker file chart generation stuff, using the build pack stuff, it's targeted at, maybe people that were deploying to Heroku until now, and now they want to deploy to Kubernetes instead, which is exciting, but not, not super helpful to me, but this is a little bit magical. Okay, so, oh, it's running. Okay, it's running and then crashing. Cannot find module SK client. Oh, why? Oh, I'm not compiling this. So this is interesting. The question now is, so a thing that needs to happen before we get to the Docker file is, maybe before we get to the Docker file, I don't know, is Babel compilation. Let's just, here, I want to try the watch mode. Here, let's go full 4-panel here. What was the draft.toml? Docs. Advanced. I want watching. That sounds really cool. Getting started. Watch false. Watch delay 2. Tell you what. No. True. Let's go. Draft up. Now the question is, here, I don't need all namespaces no more here. Let's make this a little cleaner. Yeah, there we go. Building Docker image, ongoing. Pushing Docker image, ongoing. It's a little verbose, but okay. Releasing app, success. Okay, okay. Yeah. Cool. And it's gonna crash again because I didn't actually fix the problem. But now, should I compile the, all right, Babel -d, not -w, but -copy files. All right, so this is the file. This is to compile the pre-Babel source code into Babelified, whatever. And then after 2 seconds, you should recognize your files have changed to draft. Draft? Come on. I wonder if it's not. It's definitely doing something. Is it touch chart? What is it watching for? So it didn't see that change. I'm gonna like. I changed like something in the. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this. See dep 6. This is like Python. These are draft improvement or draft enhancement proposal. Yeah, okay, it is like Python. Draft.toml. Watch whether or not to deploy the app automatically when local files change. Yeah, local files changed though. So why? All updates will take the environment. I mean the. Fine. Huh. It just didn't see it. That's sad. I don't need to read about plugins. These are cool though. Let's look at the issues. I'm just gonna type watch in here. Someone else must have run into this. Watch feature not watching for changes. Yeah? Okay. Okay, fair enough. This is I think the most prolific contributor to the project saying the feature just doesn't work. Yeah, that's so. All right, fair enough. September 18th. Okay. I wonder if there's any progress on this anywhere. Had watch end-to-end tests. So we've got passing end-to-end tests, but I wonder if there's like a version. I'd like to. I don't want to just like spam them. Hey, fix this for me. I mean, I'll fix it. I'm not gonna get a Go environment set up on this computer right now, but draft up isn't upping. All right. Well, okay. So that'll be cool when that works. But for now, let's. I can switch watch back to false here. Even just this is really cool. I mean, this means I can. What I've wanted forever is to set up. I don't want to. This is a giant iMac. I can run a VM and do kube development locally here. I don't want to do that on my laptop, but I could set it up in a cluster, and I think this works properly such that I could not even run Docker on the computer and handle everything remotely, and that sounds really exciting to me. Pushing. The push step is strange. I guess it has to push to its local repo. It's a little slow. Hey, running. Cool. And this is just a regular, I mean, here's what I'll say about, so like consensus on draft so far. Obviously, I think that once the watch features and stuff are working, that'll be cooler, but, oh, HTTP, wait, what? That sounds amazing. Is that true? No, but you know. Okay. If this, okay. Put my thoughts in a row. Here's what I'll say about draft. I am impressed with how they have built a tool that, this seemed to me, I was concerned draft wasn't going to work for Streamplace because it seems like a dev tool is going to need to be pretty monolithic. Like if it's the thing that's taking the code and packaging it into a container and deploying it to something, it seems that feels like all of it. That feels like all of Kubernetes development. And I'm impressed that like I might not use most of the other features, but the existence of draft up is going to let me completely like if draft up just works and nothing else, I can integrate this in all of the existing Streamplace tooling and make Kubernetes development 100,000 times easier. And it's still super customizable because it's just Kubernetes stuff. It's just ingresses and you know, it's just like a really fast Kubernetes deploy. I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna run it again just because it was cool. And like I can nitpick. You know, it could be faster. It is 16 seconds is slower than my previous workflow, but my previous workflow involved like the deployed Kubernetes applications mounting local development directories and then watching the files within them, and it was super inconsistent. And this is definitely the way to do it. Don't mess with the contents of the Docker container. Don't have it do different things in development or whatever. It's a little bit of an open question how I'm going to handle front-end development through this. What I'm doing right now, all my front-end stuff is React apps. Everything's through Create React App. I get really nice dev server functionality, automatic refresh, a bunch of stuff like that. That would be much slower if I built the whole thing and deployed it every time. But maybe this is just, maybe I use draft up for everything back-end services, and then front-end services just run on they're just node applications that run on the user's computer. That would not be so bad if that's how that ended up, I think. That's really cool. Cool. This rules. I think I'm going to wrap it up for today because the next part is going to be porting over everything to draft, which I need to do, but I don't really have time to at the moment. Yeah, no, the purpose of the purpose of this stream was to check out draft, and watching this happen, I'm 100% sold, and I'm super enthusiastic to migrate Streamplace to using it. I feel that I can do so with some confidence because, like, I remember when Node forked back in the day. Node forked to IOJS and then came back, and people are like, "Oh no, what does this mean for the community?" And the best response I saw was, I forget the human's name, but somebody that did Node for Walmart, and he said, "I would recommend Node even if it didn't change at all." Right? Like, even if there were no new versions of Node, it would still be a good choice for building certain classes of applications. And that's how I feel about this. Is a pre-release version of draft that has half-broken features and stuff, and I still would use it. Like, if this draft up command didn't change, I would still use it as part of the sort of integrated build environment for Streamplace. So that is good. that is high praise, I think. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. Nice seeing y'all, and I'll be live again on Friday.